Here is the current state of the freezer, my second freezer. Now it still seems like a lot, but it was stuffed. There really was no moving space at all within everything that I had in here. But now I'm going to take all this out and just reorganize it, because basically it's just a lot of odds and ends. There really isn't, other than a package of hamburger right there, and then right over there there's leftover turkey. There is nothing here substantial like to build a meal around. Here's my deep freezer. We're in the basement right now and the lighting is terrible down here, but I did just want to show it because when I started, this was full to the top. And you really can't tell, but there's barely anything in here right now. I'm actually going to now take the rest of this, put it into the stand-up freezer refrigerator, and just not run this for a little while. But I might have to, because I have like this huge turkey right there, and I don't know, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that in the freezer, so I might not be able to shut it down, but we'll see. I'm about to show you the after right now. Now this top shelf I used for bread type of stuff, but there's definitely way too much bread. I don't really like to keep that much bread in the freezer, because to me, even in the freezer, I don't think it has a very long shelf life before it just becomes like either cruddy or it tastes a little freezer burn. I don't know, but right now that's what I have, and I need to kind of work on that to bring that down. This shelf I'm going to be using as a random shelf, things that I want to work on. Those potatoes are getting used this week. There's an ice cream in the back that I'm just going to make a shake for my son. It's like a little less than half. Get rid of it. That green tea I bought to make smoothies, and it's been sitting there forever. And then right here is a perfect example of 3 items that I bought, and it's kind of just sitting here. We're not eating it. Those crab cakes are the same thing, and those pot stickers are the same thing. You know, they look good in the store, and then you bring it home and you really don't bother with it. So I'm going to try to work on that and not bring that sort of stuff in. And then on this shelf right here is all my cheeses. The bin to the right would have my like yellow cheeses, my cheddar cheeses, but I'm completely out of them. On the other side, on the left, that's all white cheeses. Those 2 boxes of pierogies are actually an Aldi haul I have to do, so I just threw it in there, and once I get that haul filmed, that is going to actually become like a casserole I make with that, so that'll be a dinner. And then down here is like my items for my son, and breakfast items like waffles. Right now that's all I have. And then that bag is leftover pizza that we had, that I just kind of like bagged up into like single bags, 2 slices per bag, and then threw it in that big bag. But honestly, I haven't even gotten to it, so I don't know. I'm gonna hold on to it for a little bit longer, but I might just end up tossing it. And then here is basically just vegetables. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. These are also going to be part of my meal plan for the upcoming week, so I just left those on top. And then on the door, I just have some bagels, and this is some vegetable stock. These I got at the Dollar Tree. I got 3 more. It's hard to see because, like I said, we're in the basement, so it's hard to see what's on the door, but there's 3 more of these. I kind of went a little overboard, but I figured for $1 at the Dollar Tree they were definitely worth grabbing. I just put this garlic bread here because I want to use this up this week to get rid of it. And then here on the door, like I said, is the that you can't really see are those 3 Hunt tomato paste boxes, and then this right here is the package of hamburger that I just threw in there because I will be making that this week and I didn't really need a place for it. So yep, that is the after. There's still stuff, but compared to what it was before, this is quite the improvement, and I hope to kind of like, you know, crack down on things like these items and not so much bread, and keep a well organized freezer. That way I'm not overbuying and things aren't sitting too long. So the light finally turned back on, and you can kind of see the door now a little bit better. Here's the refrigerator side, by the way. We don't even drink. That's just well, I'll have wine every now and again, every blue moon kind of sort of thing. But we do keep liquor for guests, and refrigerator is not bad at all. Don't have a ton of stuff. I did a little bit of shopping at Aldi. It wasn't a full grocery haul, and I still do need to do like a thorough grocery haul, but I haven't put that all together yet with my coupons and sales and all that. So I just picked up a few things at Aldi. I'm going to have that at the end. And I actually just left Price Right. I went in there for Cocoa Pebbles, or more realistically, store knockoff Cocoa Pebbles, because Price Right is like a Save-A-Lot and an Aldi, and they do have name brand stuff, but usually it's more their store brand. So I didn't go with high expectations of finding Cocoa Pebbles, but they did have Fruity Pebbles, $2.99, not cheap. But no Cocoa Pebbles, and not even their knockoff. They had the Fruity Pebble knockoff, but they didn't have the Cocoa Pebble. So, and for some kind of like, again, it would be limited on what I could find, but I also went in for like a healthier version of milk, like almond milk, cashew milk, all that good stuff, whatever they had. And I ended up coming out with rice milk. I've never tried rice milk before. So I'm a little intrigued to try that. That's to make my homemade lattes. The other day I made it with coconut milk out of the can, and it was like really creamy, and it was really good, and definitely good enough to stop me from going into Starbucks. So yeah, but we're gonna try it with rice milk this time. And then I did just grab this cereal. I'm gonna have this for lunch, actually. I know it's not the healthiest choice, but you know what, it does have a lot of vitamins in it. I mean, if you look at the side of the box, I mean, there's quite a lot. So yeah, sugar wise, but you know, it's light enough that it'll hold me off till dinner, and hopefully AJ will eat these because he's a Cocoa Pebbles fanatic and they didn't have any, and he'll just have to make do until I get to the grocery store that carries it. And then they had this big huge package of hash browns, I think for like $3.59, so I thought that was a pretty good bargain, so I picked that up. And by the way, I hate this kind of I don't like that word. I dislike this kind of shopping. This is where you end up spending more money because it's not planned. You didn't shop the sales, you didn't use coupons, and you end up paying more. Now, of course, that happens from time to time. I mean, I do it all the time. Even as much as I like to save, but I try not to. But as you can see, because I wanted milk and I wanted cereal, you're in the store, you're curious, you want to see what else they have, and then you come out with other things. Now, as you just saw, I'm out of cheese, so I just grabbed a bag. This is a 2-pound bag for $2.99, so it's not, you know, overly expensive, but I've gotten my cheese cheaper. But I like to have this on hand, so I just wanted to pick it up. And of course, you know, shredding your own is better, and I do that from time to time, but you know, convenience works too. at times in life. And then this is my first meat product that I have bought, not counting Christmas, not counting New Year's, and not counting the Super Bowl, since I started this challenge. So I haven't bought whole chickens in a long time. I think 69 cents is a pretty good deal a pound, but I grabbed this almost 6-pounder for only $4, and it was 69 cents a pound. So this is what's going to be for dinner tonight. I have some leftover queso. I'm going to throw it in the crock pot with this and work some leftover magic and see how it comes out. So that was it for Price Right. Like I said, it wasn't even going to be part of this. It just so happened that I just stopped. I am going to show what I got from Aldi, and also basically I just wanted to kind of pinpoint where I'm at. The challenge is officially over. There were 3 things in my freezer that I wasn't able to take advantage of because it sat there for a while. It was like 2 or 3 ham steaks where I'm basically putting that together as one thing because it was going to be one meal, and a small package, but of shaved steak. It was just sitting in there too long. It got buried under everything else, and it wasn't looking good. It wasn't going to taste good if it didn't look good. So I just let it go. I threw it out. So that was a loss, but not a huge loss compared to what I was able to accomplish. And I did kind of go off the Richter for 2 things. Not huge things, but when I was at the Dollar Tree, and I'll insert the clip here, they had like the Bird's Eye pasta vegetable pouches there. I think they're steamable ones. I didn't need it. I had plenty of stuff in my freezer. The point was to use what I have and not put back in. But again, Dollar Tree items, you just never know what you're going to find. It's not something that you're going to see there all the time. So I took advantage of it and I bought it. I bought 2 packages, which you just saw. I am going to use it this week with meals. So did I really need it? No, but I figured for the price I was getting it for, the ends justified the means. And then another Dollar Tree purchase that I will insert the clip here. My next challenge is my pantry. That needs to be taken care of. There's way more in there than needs to be, and I just want to get it to where, kind of like the freezer, I have stuff on hand, but I don't need excess amount of stuff of, one certain or a bunch of certain items. So that is what I'm going to work on next, but I haven't even started, and I'm already filling it by buying the cookie mixes. If you saw my Dollar Tree haul, you know that I said that I have a bunch. I have a bunch of cake mixes, muffin mixes, brownie mixes, cookie mixes. I did not need that. But, that bargain for $1 got me, and I picked it up. And have I made it yet? No. It's in the pantry. It's sitting there. I haven't made what I have, so why did I add to it? So that was kind of like a failure. Wasn't a huge failure, but still. So that's it. That wraps up everything. And I will see you in my pantry purge. Here's what the chicken ended up looking like. Doesn't it look so good? Oh my goodness. The meat is like falling off the bone. Just cut it up. I ended up adding in the leftover queso that I had, and I added some white wine, a little bit of water, not much, some seasonings, and that's it. That's what it came out with, and it even tastes better than it looks. And then I'm just pairing it up with this brown rice that I got from Aldi's, and I'm gonna cook that up and then mix it with some black beans and Fiesta corn. Oh, and I did add some of this cream cheese too, this herb and spices. I added that also, and I had just forgotten to mention it.